Hi. I wish I could say happy holidays, but I'm going to say it anyways. I just am really serious right now. I wanted to talk about a few things, namely about the being ticks. So I had a nice video I just made with some introduction and stuff, but I need to get this out there. I'm really curious if you've really tried really hard to help some beings, and they just continue to assail you, assault you, rip your body apart, take shit out of your body, make you feel sick. Are you having some sort of unknown weird immune disease? Are you a spiritualist, and are you really likable and happy, or were you really likable and happy and you started spreading love and light and all of a sudden you're really sick? Well, you might consider that you've been under a spiritual assault and you need spiritual protection, namely purification, which is healing. So my interest is, have you negotiated? I hate to talk about this part because for me negotiating with beings is like selling a part of your body or soul, because you're going to make a compromise which is going to affect either you or others. You and others. So, if you're negotiating with beings which are demonic, and to be honest, there is some that Jesus Christ I've been really sickened, and I was really happy. I started really pouring the heart out there. I started really talking with people and learning some cool things about spiritual gifts and communication and such. And I became assailed and assaulted in a very drawn out, just horrible experience for days and weeks and months. I ended up in the hospital, several times, and I think it's time for those of you with experience with beings, which I call being ticks because they're like a being, and then they stick on your head, on your arm or your head, and suck your blood, your life, your love out of you. They go into your bed and take your love out of it. And the reason I can speak about all this is because I have spiritual sight. I prayed to see the unseen for a long time. I prayed for wisdom with Jesus Christ. I prayed to Jesus Christ for wisdom. And some of the things I've done haven't been very wise. And some of the things I've done, I could have done better. But the thing is, the being ticks, and I'm gonna, the gist of this video is, once again, I'm gonna repeat myself. Have you had an experience with beings where you've tried to heal them and help them and teach them things, and then you just gave up because it was worthless, or worse yet, they began to continue to assail you and assault you and rip you apart? And I'm going to upload this. Okay, now I'm going to make a few notes. There's a few things that can happen with the being ticks. They throw down their consciousness, and they can influence your thoughts, deeds, and actions. Okay? Because especially if they take out a piece of your heart, that is the ultimate goal of them, is to take out a piece of your heart. Then they can control you. They can then they can come in, and I don't know what comes the cart, but which comes first, the cart or the horse. But they'll put pieces of their consciousness in your house, or their body, what they call their body, which is really just a basketball of shit consciousness, and then which can do many different things, and they all work together. And there's there was an overriding consciousness control program, and right now we're at a crucial point in this cleansing, purification of the planet, because there's off-world shit coming in, and I just need people to put the word out that the being ticks are the problem. They have been the problem, and if you have a piece, if you have a piece of someone's heart, and this goes also towards past lovers, but the being ticks and even human beings, excuse me, human beings at night that are more advanced in terms of getting out of their body will go around and stealing pieces of a heart and then influencing you sexually, or even, you know, influencing you against someone. And that's a real horrible corruption that's happened to us. And then once they do that, then they find access into your soul and corrupt the soul and put wickedness in it, and then begin to control your entire being, your entire body, and control your mind, your thoughts, your deeds, and actions. And once your soul is corruption, and to be honest, I believe soul corruption is almost in 100% of this planet. So, you know, I thank Jesus Christ for the many things, the many prayers He's answered, big and small, for the blessings of my food, for the helping me clean my house, helping me throw out all of my old stuff that was just laying around. It was a magnet for spiritual, well, the beings would throw their shit consciousness on it, and and then it became access points for the side of my house and whatnot. So yeah, those of you, this is actually my next video, but so now I'm thinking about, not about my introduction, but the big dump is, please, if you've given up on the beings, make a video. And I mean, okay, I'm going to throw this out there. The Ryan D. Ron, his whole thing, he is a corrupt man, and I'm going to say he's demonic. And I've even had demons talking to me, you know, and they'll take a piece of your heart and they're like, I love you, I'm your highest self, but actually they're demons. And there's many. And then they begin, you know, what really got me over the highest self thing is that the highest selves began to argue and fight over me, and they called it usurpation. They usurp each other, and and it was all about stealing energy, consciousnness, love, preciousness. They steal preciousness, and some of them get love. That was funny. I remember some beings once, somehow they gained access to some of my love, and they're like, what is this? Energy. What is this? This is amazing. And, you know, I hear all kinds of stuff going on around me right now. And that's the point. You know, I don't have necessarily my best jacket on for protection. I wanted to put the call out there for those who have had experience with beings and have given up, or just, you know, found that, my God, this thing is just a piece of shit. All it does is just mess with me. It hurts me. It talks to me horribly. It makes me feel bad. And they are sly, okay? When they become offense, that's how they are. But they are sly. They'll steal just a little bit, and they'll arrange agreements with each other. It's just, I cannot believe it. Ryan talks about the grid. His shit just blew up. A bunch of his shit just blew up around my house because I prayed to Jesus Christ that it's done, and I felt it go. I can't believe what just happened. Did anyone see that shit fly through me? I saw it. I just said a prayer, and I felt boom, 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 and they were grid lines that went. Anyways, thank you, Jesus Christ, for once again for healing my body, bringing back in the parts of my heart that were stolen and corrupted. And I still believe, oh, I gotta tell you, yeah, I still believe there's stuff coming back in. And then once again, thank you, Jesus Christ, for teaching me about purification, because the wickedness and all the devices that were put into my body by the being ticks, numbered in the hundreds of thousands, connections, needles, weird shit. I can't believe I do purification and it's just stuff is flying out all over the place. I can feel it coming off my body and it hurts. healing with Jesus Christ, at least for me, some of this stuff actually hurts when it's coming out, and it's not as bad as when they put it in. Even connections, they hurt, and I had thousands and thousands of connections in my foot, in my feet, in my body. I'm not even going to talk about the spiritual corruption in my family. I've had to disown all of them because of what's happened to them, and because they are continuing to assail my base of security. So that's, I got to get this uploaded. Okay, I'll post some more later. Thank you for your support if you have helped me.